Sorry about that, everyone. Just had a few little technical glitches. The wonders and joys of technology sometimes gets a little in the way, but we're ready to go. I've got myself and Todd here today. Just going to quickly share our screen. Really excited to be able to talk to you guys today. I've got some really cool things to share, so bear with us and we'll get this underway.
All right, I think we're a go. All right, everyone, thank you for joining us this afternoon and taking time out of your busy schedules, most likely while you're eating lunch. As mentioned, I'm here with Doug as well, and we wanted to bring to you changes that have recently happened with the banks. It's been a good couple of months since we've had the opportunity to say that, but we're now starting to see a bit of a turn in the doctor's policy with the lenders that we utilise, to the point where now getting a deposit and either getting into your first home or upgrading to your home much sooner is now much more achievable than what it was previously. So on the agenda today, we're going to go through what impacts have changed regarding deposits required to get into that next property. Go through briefly how the numbers work, mainly around how little you require to get into like a 550 property, 650 property, or a 750 property, just to give you a ballpark idea of what it's potentially going to take, and then briefly finish on the key advantages on why you need to take advantage of this opportunity now. So pretty much what we've seen this week is we've seen a return back to 5% deposits being required from our Medico lenders. With COVID coming and hitting a few months back, we've seen a pullback of the policies, mainly to around that 10% deposit being required. But now, as of Monday, Westpac have brought back their 95% or a 5% deposit. And we've also seen the reintroduction of 0% home loans, where you could potentially borrow 100% of the purchase price plus costs to get into your new loan. So that's another one that's come back, which is great news for the majority of our clientele. And what this means is obviously getting a deposit to get into the next property is one of the major things that hold people back. And that either comes from misconceptions in the marketplace around, do I need a 10% deposit, a 20% deposit, around that barbecue scenario where you've got colleagues or family saying, look, I needed a 20% deposit to achieve X and Y and Z. As you'd be well aware, the relationship that we have with the lenders means the opportunities that we obtain for our doctor clients is much more advantageous than what it is for the general public, or even going to a branch direct. The other holdback with deposits is, as we just mentioned, bank policies. So now that we're starting to see a change in the reduction of policy that's required, it's meaning that our clients can now take that next step forward much quicker and much sooner than previously required. So as mentioned, we're now starting to see for home loans with your personal home, 5% deposit is the minimum amounts. And there are other strategies and ways that we can utilise to get a 0% deposit if required, and a number of changes to the bank policies. So one of the benefits, obviously, with obtaining a 5% deposit is it gets you into the market much sooner, either for your first home loan or for your next property. So as all our clients will be well aware, the wealth generated through property and your other assets, it isn't a straight line like most would think. It's more like more utilised as a slower line that needs time in the market before getting right towards the end of your retirement mark, where it tapers off pretty quickly to hit that financial freedom or that financial goal that you're looking at retirement. Now, the benefit of this policy change from the banks means we're able to get our clients to start much more quicker, resulting in them hitting that financial freedom or that retirement threshold much sooner. Whereas beforehand, in having to save up an additional deposit, it's basically just pushing that timeline out, which means one or two things. It's either going to take you longer to get to the mark where you need to be, or you're going to retire on less. So, this is a great opportunity for our Medico clients to take advantage of and get into the market with that first home or upgrading into that new home much sooner. So basically, how do the numbers work and why is this advantageous? So if we look at a $550,000 home loan, house and land package, give or take the land 285, build 265, the total deposit required is $27,500. That includes your legal costs, including stamp duty and things like that. And take out the first homeowners grant. Basically, we're only looking at $17,500 to get into a $550,000 house and land package if you're a first homeowner. For a $650,000 equivalent, we're looking at you only need $26,500 of your own cash to get into something along those lines, and something along $750,000 total package. Around that $37,500 is what you're actually going to need right now to be able to jump into that kind of property. Because with the policies that we have access to the lenders, they will allow the first homeowners grant to be utilised as part of that deposit. If you're not entitled to the first homeowners grant, then those respective figures, they increase slightly. They increase to, for a 550, if you're looking to buy a new home, it's going to be about $38,000. The 650 threshold is about $45,000, and the $750,000 new home for non-first homeowners grant is about $52,000. So as you can see, we're not requiring hundreds of thousands of dollars, which can be a bit of a misconception in the general market. One of the benefits, which I might get Doug to touch on briefly, is the grant from the federal government, which is providing real good value for some of our clients at present.
Yeah, it's quite amazing, really, when you look at it. 17.5 to get into your first home is absolutely brilliant. One of the coolest things I think right now is with the home builder grant too. You can get an additional $25,000 on that. So really, you'd be setting up into your first home kind of in credit with no deposit, really at the end of the day. So I think that's just something that's really incredible to be able to have access to right now. Combine that with really low interest rates, it's really, really good. So of course, with the home builder grant and with the first homeowners grant, there are conditions that apply to you. So we not only use the $25,000 home builder grant as part of your deposit, but that definitely can come back later in. So we just have strategies to work around that. But the 15 grand definitely can make part of your deposit, which is very exciting. If it's not first home, I think the difference why the deposit is a bit more expensive is just around stamp duty.
Correct.
You get those concessions being a first homeowner as opposed to being just a next homeowner. But there's definitely lots on the cards right now. To be able to get access to these, you need to have signed a contract between, I think it was beginning of June until the end of this year. So that's for the home builder grant, that $25,000. The first homeowners grant has been something that's been going on for a number of years now with the state government, and it's been reviewed once every budget, I believe.
Correct.
So at the moment, it's all kind of staying fairly consistent. It's still going on from here, and they'll review it. I'm not sure when they'll review it, probably in the end of this year, perhaps at the next budget as well. So it's something that might not always be around, but it is here now, which is the biggest thing. So 15 and you're 25.
Yep, thank you. So look, in summary, we won't take up too much of your time. Pretty much, we've seen changes to bank policy, which is going to give the opportunity for clients to take that next step on their financial journey much sooner than previously thought. The benefits of that is, as we went through on the graph, is that you're able to get into the market and build your wealth over a longer period of time, which either means you can hit that financial freedom or that retirement threshold much sooner, or at a higher amount than what was required. But we do need to take advantage right now, because as we've seen, this 95% policy from not only Westpac but other lenders, plus the 100% policy, they were previously available to our clients, and then COVID came, and then they were withdrawn from the market, now being reinstated. So we're uncertain, we're governed by the bank's policy as to what policies come and go into the market. So while they're there, we need to take advantage of them. Similarly, as Doug said, the grants, the first homeowners grant has been around for some time. It has increased previously. It was at $25,000 a couple of years ago. It reduced. It has gone down to $7,500. Right now it's $15,000. So again, we're uncertain of that variable, but we know right now that if you meet the criteria, you're entitled to $15,000. And same with the federal government grant. Right now, that's on offer. We're not certain if it's going to go past the 31st of December, but if you meet the criteria, again, we are certain that you can access that right now. So time is of the essence. It's very important to know if you meet that criteria and what you need to do to take advantage of those opportunities. And also, I suppose with that growth wealth chart as well, good opportunities, are starting to run out mainly in and around Southeast Queensland. As more people are building with these grants. So the ability to secure a really good product or opportunity is getting less and less by the day. So look, from here, the next step is there's only one thing that you need to do, and that's to make an appointment with your financial planner or Doug and myself to go through your own specific numbers, your own situation, and to confirm if exactly how much deposit you require to get into that next property, be it first home or your next home. So the deposit that's required, what opportunities are available, and what grants you can take advantage of now. So as always, send any questions through via email, but contact the financial planner, and we look forward to catching up with you soon.
Thanks, guys. It's never been a better time to get into your first home if you haven't done that already, or getting into that next home. So definitely give us a call. We're on hand to answer your questions. There are conditions with the two grants. We can take you through all of that. We can help you through understanding what's involved and make a plan of attack. So all the best. We'll see you soon.